Measuring our pay gap came off the back of a lot of other work we've done in any event to understand our workforce. And once we had those across male and female, it enabled us to benchmark first and foremost to the market to make sure that our employees are paid market-related rates. And then off that information, we could also start to analyze what we pay our men versus what we pay our women. As much as we're 50-50, and we are, male and female, right at the bottom of the organization and most of the way up through it, by the time you get to my reports, reports to the CEO and one level below, we're in a situation where we are not at 50-50. We are dominated by men, 60-40-ish. That creates a pay gap because we take the median. We take the median of the men, top to bottom, and we compare that to the median of the women, top to bottom. And when we do that analysis, we find we've got about a 7% pay gap. We've got a lot of initiatives in place to address that, proactive initiatives, starting with talent identification within the organisation, and then managing succession through a pipeline. Once we've identified our talent, making sure they know who they are and putting them on programs so that they stay with us and see the future. And when we do recruit from the outside, in fact for any position inside or out, we've instituted a process where I sign off on recruitments at that level, and anyone putting up a candidate for recruitment has to demonstrate to me that they followed a process to identify a woman for that role in the event that they're putting up a man for me to approve. Given that our gender pay gap arises because we've got more men in senior positions than women in senior positions, we have to look to the root cause of that. And a big component of our employee base arises in the gaming side of our business, the casino component. And so historically it's certainly attracted males to the role that will stay through their careers, and we find we lose our women at a certain point in their careers. A lot of the focus to address the gap that we find has to focus on making our workplace somewhere that women can stay on and break through that critical phase in their careers. So looking at workplace flexibility is an obvious example. I think one of the key steps towards addressing a gender pay gap problem is firstly understanding it and measuring it for yourself. And then I think transparently disclosing that is a key next step. Because once you've measured it, once you've put it out there, it serves as a benchmark to measure your improvement towards an ultimate goal of 50-50. So at SkyCity, we are going to be disclosing our gender pay gap. It will be out there in the public domain, and it is a benchmark against which we expect to be measured going forward. And it creates an awareness both internally and externally of the journey that we're on.